Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. In Nier Automata, let's continue the playthrough, and I misremembered what I recorded for the videos. I said we were going to go to the space station, but first I wanted to look at menus for the game. And the menus are like super low-tech, stripped down, monotone, which is very cool. It kind of reminds me of my early days on computing. The old yellow and black screens, MS-DOS and all that. And then a lot of the sound effects for this game also are reminiscent of early days computing. But as we can see here with this kind of 3D rotating thing, there are very much more modern elements too. It's a cool mix of the two. Very strong vision for design. Okay, we got quests, although I guess I don't have any quests at the moment. We can see like my level and experience and stats on the right. No error. That's suspicious. Items. So I got some healing stuff, maybe some upgrade stuff, maybe some kind of crafting thing. And then here are the Nintendo Switch exclusive stuff. Skin for the pod, Mama and Carrier. These are characters from Nier Reincarnation. They follow you around, they guide you around the area, the cage. But they don't actually battle, so in this game we'll be able to see them battle for the first time. And then costumes for the various characters. And then some Japanese inspired, which is very cool. For my Nier Reincarnation videos, I do fashion checks. There are lots of different costumes on the characters of that game, and it's fun to look at them. And then certain characters, they have kind of themes that go across all of their costumes. But here we see some costumes, we see some masks, and then some hair ornaments, I guess. There are some other ones, like you can wear costumes from main characters of other Nier games, but I guess you have to get to a certain point in the game to unlock them. And then weapons. I guess it says to me that I have 5% of the game's weapons. These are pretty famous. Virtuous Contract, Virtuous Treaty. I guess a short sword and a great sword. And we can look at the details, get a little bit of description, how it looks. And then a 4-part weapon story. This is also present in Nier Reincarnation. I guess this came from Drakengard, which was, I think, the first Yoko Taro game. I'm going to assume that we can unlock more of the weapon stories by upgrading the weapons. But yeah, very cool. Lots of weapon stories in Nier Reincarnation too. And then I guess we can set up a main and a sub-weapon. Not sure how that works, so I'll mess with that later. And then skills for the pod. Just got one at the moment. And skills for me, I guess. Yeah, I'll mess with that later. Okay, Intel. This is enemy stuff. That's cool. The design of these initial enemies is pretty cute. That name, definitely cannot read that name. But here is a viewer. This is cool. And we got an animation, alright. And second animation. Tutorials, I'll look at that later. Weapon stories. And more settings here. I think this is all the same from before. But yeah, cool menu screen. Alright, let's change some costumes. Let's see what we got. I was wondering if you equip the Mama skin, if the voice actor would also appear, but it appears not. Alright, here's the 2P costume. This is like the color change. This first appeared in some Soul Calibur, I think, collaboration. And like if you ever did, 2B versus 2B, you couldn't have them looking the same, so they made a new color change version. And we got some costumes for 9S and A2. Looking forward to seeing those. But let's put on the Japanese-inspired one. We can do a quick fashion check here. This is very cool. This is a far cry from an actual kimono, but there are elements there. You got the left crossed over right across the chest. It's like a robe. And then around the middle, there is the obi belt tied there. And then you have the long, drapey sleeves. Let's add this hair ornament. There it is. Alright, so the things about this Japanese-inspired wear that is not accurate. Very short skirt, for example. Okay, let's put on the mask here. White fox mask. That's a pretty cool look. Other things that are not accurate to traditional kimono are like the tassels on the chest there. Tassels coming off the sleeve, and then the tassels coming off the high stockings. And then another thing about kimono is that they're not very form-fitting. You put it on, and actually your body, your torso and legs, it just looks like a straight down column. So there's not a lot of curves. So in order to get the curves around the obi, around the waist, it has to be very tight and then kind of like shorter up and down than usual, and probably of a thinner fabric so that it's more form-fitting. And then what I'm doing here is I'm trying out the motion controls with the Nintendo Switch controller. Seems pretty random, and I don't know what's going on. But maybe what I need to do is I need to separate the two. So I have like a left controller and a right controller, and then move them independently of each other, and then I can get better control. But I don't know if I care that much. The footwear on 2B here, that might be the most accurate part of the kimono fashion. Alright, let's equip Mama here. Alright, there's Mama from Nier Reincarnation. It kind of looks like she never has eyes, no matter what direction I face. But the thing is that she's facing away from the camera because we're kind of like aiming with the shot. So that's why we're not seeing the eyes on Mama. Okay, pretty cool. I think that'll do it for this video. Next, we will look at the space station. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again. Take care.